The worst pine beetle infestation in 23 years is hitting Alabama forests this summer, and the economic damage has been substantial.
Communication workers walked a local picket line as their strike against AT&T enters its second week.
The dry weather continues across East Alabama, and temperatures are going to be on the rise as well. We'll have the complete weekend forecast coming up.
High school football has officially started. We'll get you caught up on all the action from last night. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stetta.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Alabama forests are suffering from the worst southern pine beetle infestation in more than 2 decades, and 2 of the hardest hit areas are the Talladega and Bankhead National Forests.
As of Thursday, the Alabama Forestry Commission has identified almost 5,000 infestation spots across the state, with an average mortality of 191 pine trees per spot. That number is expected to increase in the next few weeks. Governor Kay Ivey says the commission is working hard to locate the beetle spots and notify landowners of the potential problem. Among the counties with the most spots are Calhoun, Talladega, Clay, and Randolph.
Southern pine bark beetles cause more damage than any other forest insect in Alabama. On average, the state loses 60,000 pine trees a year, causing $800,000 in economic loss. These beetles generally attack less vigorous or stressed pines, especially those weakened by drought, storm damage, severe fires, and other insect infestations. Most southern pine species are vulnerable, but depending on the particular beetle, some pines are more susceptible than others. Management recommendations and control methods are based on the particular beetle involved. One constant prevention method is to maintain healthy and vigorous trees.
When we return, striking communication workers begin their second week on the picket line.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Striking workers walked a picket line in front of an AT&T facility in Anniston this week. They are among 17,000 members of the Communications Workers of America across the Southeast who walked off the job 1 week ago, claiming unfair labor practices. Today, those District 3 union officials are accusing the company of sending undertrained managers and contractors to perform highly technical work. They say this practice is unsafe both for workers and the public. The CWA members went on strike claiming that AT&T was not negotiating in good faith with their union. The contract between CWA and AT&T Southeast expired on August 3rd.
Earlier this week, AT&T officials released a statement saying that they remain committed to reaching a fair agreement with the CWA District 3. And they have offered to bring a federal mediator in to ensure that there is no question about either side's commitment to the process. The company says that until a deal is reached, it has business continuity measures in place so it can continue serving its customers.
When we come back, it's time for a lip sync battle.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The ARC of Calhoun and Cleveland counties will hold its annual lip sync battle this Saturday night at the JSU McClellan Theater. The contest features local groups performing routines based on popular tunes. The show begins at 7 p.m. and the audience will vote on their favorite numbers. Tickets are just $5 and will be available at the door. The lip sync battle is the main fundraising event for the ARC, which is a nonprofit agency headquartered in Anniston that serves people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
If you're thinking about hitting a local creek or river to cool off this weekend, the Alabama Riverkeeper has some advice for you. That group, which monitors bacteria levels in local streams, says most of the water around Lake Logan Martin should be perfectly safe for swimmers this weekend. However, the group has issued a red flag warning for the Choccolocca Flatbridge area, which means that E. coli bacteria levels are high and could cause illness. Middle Choccolocca Creek and the area around the Lake Logan Martin Dam have been placed under a yellow flag, and that means that swimmers should keep their heads above the water, put bandages on any cuts, and take a shower after swimming. So how do you plan on staying cool this weekend?
Oh man, this would be a great weekend to be by the pool.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that I may try to fit that plan into my weekend.
Ooh, that sounds good. Just take the calendar and cool day.
Swimming goes here,
Oh,
exactly.
lovely.
John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us what to expect this weekend. John?
Mike and Katie, the weekend is going to be pretty pleasant across East Alabama, but temperatures are going to be rising every day, leading to another heat wave. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Plenty of sunshine today, dry across East Alabama. Temperatures remaining a little bit below the average, and also temperatures remaining in the 80s today across East Alabama. That is about to change. 87 for the high today, 65 for the low this morning. The record high temperature, 103 degrees. I'll let you guess what year that was. Again, back in 2007. Record low, 53 degrees. The sun setting on your Friday night at 7:20, with the sun rising at 6:12 on your Saturday morning. Weather on your street on a Friday night. Hey, it's a football Friday night, and they'll be playing football out on Patton Chapel Road in Lincoln tonight. Lincoln hosting Shelby County. Nice and cool out in Lincoln and all the stadiums across East Alabama as we drop down to 60 degrees across the region tonight. Coming up on your Saturday, plenty of sunshine, dry, but the 90s are returning. If you're going to play some golf out at Cider Ridge in Oxford on Apple Blossom Way, just get ready. The heat's coming back and it will be dry. No relief tomorrow afternoon as far as shower and thunderstorm activity. As we head into next week, we've been talking about the temperatures rising. We've been hinting at a heat wave. Indeed, we have a for sure heat wave coming. Folks on Ferry Road in Hoax Bluff, that's down by the Coosa River. Folks next week are wanting to get in that Coosa River. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 90s for most of the week. Next week, we're talking temperatures 96 to 99 degrees. That's the range across East Alabama coming up next week. Little chance of rain as well. Basically, only about a 20% chance of rain next Thursday. Look at these temperatures rising every day. 90 tomorrow, 92 on Sunday, 95 on Monday. Then we really hit the intense heat on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. 97 on Tuesday, 98 on Wednesday. Even with a few showers, it's still going to be 94 on Thursday. Maybe a bit of a cool down and a break in the heat wave in about a week. But between now and then, look for temperatures to rise every day across East Alabama. And as we take a look now at what's causing all this, so to speak, well, The H right there. There's a big dome of high pressure. You can see that here on the eastern seaboard, right there where Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, North Carolina kind of all come together. That big dome of high pressure is affecting the weather in the entire southeast and most of the Midwest and up to the eastern seaboard, just not allowing any fronts to come through, suppressing moisture, and that means dry weather and a lot of heat for the foreseeable future. I'll be back here tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Saturday weather at a glance, and join us throughout the weekend. We'll be back here Sunday morning for your Sunday morning breakfast forecast and your Monday morning breakfast forecast as well. High school football is underway. A game last night involving a Calhoun County team, the White Plains Wildcats, and covering it all for you at the game last night was our very own Jordan Smith. Jordan?
Thanks, John. Last night marked the start of the high school football season for the White Plains Wildcats. They traveled down to Talladega last night for only their third meeting with the Tigers. The Wildcats had a big night on the ground last night against Talladega. Talladega looking for their first win since 2021. And the White Plains Wildcats were definitely trying to stop them there. Here on the second play from scrimmage, quarterback Zay Lyles calls his own number and gains 6 yards before fumbling at the 27-yard line. White Plains takes over. White Plains now on offense. Perry gets the ball on a reverse handoff, takes it 10 yards for a first down for the White Plains Wildcats. Then, next play, P.J. Holloway takes the handoff and turns it upfield for another 12-yard gain here. Then, just a few plays later, Perry again takes the ball, getting it into the end zone this time for a touchdown. White Plains goes up 7-0. Next drive for the Tigers, Lyles drops back to pass and connects with Malik Smith for a 12-yard gain to pick up the first down for the Tigers here across midfield. Then Lyles looking to go to the air once again. This time is picked off by Perry of the Wildcats at their own 33-yard line. Now Lyles dumps it off to Smith for a 6-yard pickup to the near sideline for the Talladega Tigers. Next play, Lyles looks to scramble out of the pocket and actually takes it 15 yards for a Talladega first down. White Plains was able to actually stop Talladega there, and head coach Blake Jennings of the Wildcats looking to try to spark some offense here. Late in the first half, quarterback Crew Martin hands off to Perry once again, this time taking it up midfield, I should say, for the first down. A few plays later, Perry punches it in from Wildcat formation. White Plains goes up at half 14-0. Now, later in the third quarter, Holloway with a handoff here for a big run for about 20 yards. Does he do there for the Wildcats to pick up the first down? But he's not done yet. Next play, Holloway picks up the ball again and takes it this time all the way the distance. White Plains goes up 21-0 in the third quarter. We had a chance to catch up with White Plains head coach Blake Jennings to talk about the game.
Everybody wants to be 1-0 in the first week. You know, everybody's going to be 1-0. They're going to be 0-1. It lets us be able to go into this off week, get prepared for Alexandria on September the 6th, you know, for that first region game. So everybody, you know, you finish 1-0 on the first night, you're happy, you're proud. Wish we'd have finished a little bit better on defense. You know, we had some blown coverages right there in the second half to give up those two big long touchdown passes.
White Plains led the Tigers at one point 28-6 before late in the fourth quarter touchdowns by Talladega. The Wildcats are back off the road next week before opening up region play against Alexandria. Special thanks to High School Football Alabama for allowing us to use their highlights. You can catch a full wrap-up of the game on After the Game tonight. We had several other schools around the area last night in action. Gadsden City defeated Muscle Shoals by a score of 33-28. Gainesville came over from Georgia to play the Moody Blue Devils at Bill Morris Stadium, where the Gainesville defeated Moody 31-7. Spring Garden all over Sandrock 41-7. Springville over Asheville 20-19. And a big game between the state of Georgia and Alabama. 7A powerhouse Thompson is defeated in overtime by Grayson, Georgia 15-14. Most East Alabama football teams started their action tonight. Let's talk about some of these key matchups. Central Clay is taking on Hanley tonight. At Cherokee County, the Piedmont Bulldogs go into the Battle of Highway 9. Galesville taking on Donahoe. Glencoe is going on the road to Southeastern. Hoax Bluff playing Coach Steve Smith and the Westbrook Christian Warriors. Jacksonville and Etowah playing tonight. JCA going to Tuscaloosa Christian. At Lincoln will host Shelby County. Ohatchee hosts New Hope. And Central Carrollton comes into Lamar Field in Oxford. Pleasant Valley playing down at West End tonight. Ramburn hosting a Georgia school of Mount Zion of Georgia. Randolph County and Woodland going at it tonight. Sachs travels down to Horseshoe Bend. Gunnersville is at Southside. That's a big Class 5A and 6A matchup there. BB Comer hosting Wadley tonight, and Oak Grove will host the Weaver Bearcats. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
And thanks for that update, Jordan. And thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and now on Rumble.
Just go to the platform that you choose and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday for your news on your schedule.